welcome to Nicole's Needlework. Today is Saturday, May 30th, and it is right around 8:30 a.m. I got up early today, went to the grocery store, got that over with for the week, and now I just plan to stitch the rest of the day after I do this video. Have not gone back to work yet, probably maybe not for a couple more weeks. They want to get us laptops, so we'll still be able to telework a couple days a week, which I'm super excited about. I have loved working from home, and I'm glad I'll still be able to do it a little bit. So I got Ginger here. She's being so sweet, and someone asked if I could show Oreo like this. I don't think I can. She does let me hold her, but only really on her terms. I could try. She's not going to come near me right now, but maybe one day I'll try it. It should be an interesting experiment. So anyway, this is a podcast about stitching and no knitting again this week. I've just kind of, I don't know, my knitting has been put to the side for a little bit. I will get it back out. I treated myself on my way to the grocery store, to a Starbucks. I haven't had Starbucks in a long time, and they just opened one right around the corner from my house, which is dangerous, and a blueberry scone, which before, when I left, before I stopped working at work, I started like every day just sneaking over there and getting a blueberry scone. That's not good, but they are good. Somehow last night I hurt my back during my sleep. I don't know how I did it, but I don't know what I did. But I noticed it when I was trying to blow dry my hair today. I'm like, why is this so difficult? Anyway, so yeah, I plan to just relax and stitch the rest of the day. So I do have a little bit to share. I had to get my calendar. Ginger. So I can't even remember what I worked on after I did my video last week. I don't know, my brain. Because I didn't write it down. But then I decided to start something new. So I know a lot of you guys missed Ginger last time. Look at her. She's being so cute right now with her little paws. Ginger, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's so cute. So I decided to start, look at Ginger, Antonetta Beauvais, and it is 13 September 1910. And I decided to start it on the creme brulee, with a 40 count creme brulee by R&R. And I basically got the border outlined so that I can start in on the inside, on the alphabet. And I'm doing this with Gloriana silk, and the colorway is cranberry. But it's a really pretty red. Really pretty. And then I decided to get back out Mary Good by Sassafras Samplers. And that is, those are reproduced by Kimberly Young of Sassy Jacks. So you can only get them through Sassy Jacks. And so it's Mary Good, 1827. And so I'm just working on this stone here. So I got Eve and part of the tree done, and a couple little motifs here. Finished that flower. And this fabric is a Lakeside linen, and it was labeled, I had it labeled, I don't know if I labeled it wrong, as vintage lentil. And lentil is much more green now, so I don't know if this is an older dye lot or if I have labeled it wrong. But it's a really pretty color. So, and that's my progress, and I'm using the Avera Soie d'Alger. All these pretty colors. So that was fun to get back out and work on a little bit. And then on Memorial Day, is it Memorial Day? Yes, Memorial Day. I decided to start a little Patriotic piece. I decided to start Blueskin. So it's George Washington and his horse, Blueskin, by Plum Street Samplers. And I said Deborah Cranberry Stitcher, I think it's Cranberry Samplings, stitched this on 36 count vintage exemplar, and I found just a small piece of 40 count vintage exemplar in my stash, and that's it. That's all I did, was part of the tree. But I think it's going to be really pretty on that linen. So I'll get back to that. So I was inspired to get this out. And this is In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent by Needlework Press. And it is a long horizontal sampler. It's not a reproduction, it's an original sampler. And a while back I had done my own conversion to overdyed cottons. So I got those back out. I had put them away. And I just really matched up the DMC. So I didn't really change the conversion much. For some reason I just decided I was going to do it in overdyed cottons. I was at Stitch and Frame, and I just decided while I was there I'd do my own little conversion. So this was the piece of 40 count R&R that I tea and coffee dyed last weekend, and I thought it would be perfect for this, and then the colors look really pretty on it. And I will post my conversion on the blog, on my blog, for anyone that wants it. But like I said, I didn't really change up the colors, just converted them to cottons. So that was another little start. And then I worked on a new constellation. So I started working on, so I've been working on the flag. I finished the blue part of the flag. And then I started on this over one section. And so I got the flowers, the grass, and that little tombstone. And I did it all full cross. I could have done tent, but for some reason I decided to do full cross. And it turned out fine. So I finished up that eagle last night. This is just such a cute, fun piece. And this again is 36 count fawn by Picture This Plus. So having fun with that, and I'm using all the called for threads. Look, My threads are a mess, people. Look at that. So DMCs and all those different cottons. And I put the picture. There it is. Got a mess. There's the whole thing. So pretty. It's a fun one. So worked on that, and then I decided to get back out Quaker at Manor Hill by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And I worked on that one night. So I just, oh, that's the back. So I just worked on this border right here. I was like right about here, and I got like this done. And this is 40 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. So that was fun to work on. Just throwing things. And then, so I asked my LNS Fire Poppies last week if they were planning on getting the new Hands Across the Sea Mary 395, since I'm obsessed with red samplers right now. And I don't know why, but I just love that one so much. And they said yes, they were going to order them. So me being the crazy stalker person that I am, I kept like checking her page to see like the new stuff, to see if it had come in yet. And I just kind of check every now and then I saw it was there. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went ahead and ordered it. And then she texted me and said she got it and was saving one for me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just ordered it. Like, I hope I didn't mess her up. And of course, Susan, the owner, she's so sweet. She's like, of course you didn't mess me up. You know, she's the nicest person. So anyway, so I placed the order for pickup so I could just run up there and get it. And since I had my threads and fabric all ready to go, so I went up and got it and decided to start it that night. So, and this is the sampler, and it is a Bristol Orphanage sampler, Mary 395, 1869, and they didn't have her last name, just her bed number. So I don't know why this one drew me more than others. It may be the cow. I love that. I don't know. It's really beautiful. And the original was stitched on a uneven weave linen on 5260. And I contemplated trying that because I've never used 5260 before. But then I was going through my stash and I found a piece of linen that would work, and I found some threads that would work. So since I'm trying to save money, I decided to just get the pattern and use what I have in my stash. So I had a bunch of Belle Soie in the colorway Cranberry from another project I had started and decided not to finish. It was Quaker Christmas, and it was beautiful. I just knew I was just never going to finish it. And then Very Kind Lady had actually sent me some more silks in the mail. She just wasn't going to use them, so she very kindly sent them to me a little while back. And that's where I got the Gloriana Cranberry from. And then, so I had extra Belle Soie Cranberry, because at first I thought maybe I'd only have enough to do it on 46, because in the back and on the website, they tell you how many meters you need for each count you're doing. So 40 count, I need 288 meters, and I calculated, so I believe it's 5 yards in a skein, and then you multiply that by 12 and then do the conversion. I think it was like 54 meters a skein, somewhere around there. So I calculated it all out, and I had enough. So anyway, here's my start, and it is on, I'm using a very precious piece of vintage exemplar by Lakeside Linens, and this is like my last kind of big piece of it that I have left. And I put these Belsois cranberry on this. This is from Ellen Chester with my needle. She had a kit a while back, and this came in the kit. So I'm having so much fun, and you may notice that I started in the upper left, and I'm normally a bottom right starter, but I wanted to get to these alphabets. So what I did is I just flipped it like I was starting in the bottom right, flipped it upside, started on that A, and then flipped it back over once I got situated. So pretty, and it's gonna be big. So the linen I needed, I think was, because I do a 2-inch border, so I think it was like 23 by 24 is the cut I needed. I haven't cut it down yet, but man, that's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited about this. Very, very excited. So I worked on that, and then what else? Oh, so this linen I was actually kind of saving for another hand processee, Elizabeth Weston. So this is in my definitely to start one day pile. But I was looking through my other kind of bigger cuts of linen, and I have another kind of precious piece of Lakeside, and that is this 40 count light exemplar, and I think vintage light exemplar. I think this will look really pretty with these silk threads on this light exemplar. This may have actually, the regular exemplar might have been a little too dark, because some of these browns, lighter browns, might not have shown up as well. So that's going to be so pretty one day to start. Love this. I love that. I just love everything about this. So you have that in the middle there, that like temple. The birds, I love the birds. I love the over one saying here. Flowers. It's just really pretty. So that all worked out. And I can stitch from stash. Let me see. I feel like there was one other thing. So a couple of things I would love to get back to. After seeing the Addicts video on GGR, their starts on their GGR projects are amazing, and their silk conversions are amazing. I really would like to get back to this rose wreath sampler. And I went back through like the colors I had picked, because some of the dye lots have changed. And what's funny is this Bunny Honey is one that the dye lot has changed so much. So in some circumstances I might use this, it's almost like a cream, and then in others I might use this more pinky Bunny Honey. Look at that difference. Couple colors I changed out, because in this pattern she does give you the DMC conversion. which is nice. So then you can pull the DMC to find the best over-dye match. So I changed a few of them. I changed like Ohio Lemon Pie to gold. Tone it down just a little bit. Toffee. So the Gentle Arts Toffee is definitely a lot more orange nowadays, so I changed it. I changed it often to Yield Gold. I think it's just a better, more subtle match. My cappuccino is really strange. I don't know what is going on with it. So I changed it to this nutmeggy. So I'm really happy with the colors I've changed. And I'd love to get back to this eventually. And this was all I had done. So in here is where that bunny honey would be. And in the leaves, I think it would be a little strange to be, might not strange in the flower to be pink, but in the leaves, I don't know. So anyway. Definitely want to get back to that one. And so many things I want to get back to. Consider the lilies and yeah, I'd love to be able to just concentrate on one or two things, but it's not going to happen right now. I don't think. Maybe. So I was going to show how I organize my patterns. They're in a big file box. So basically I have a file box and I have hanging file folders in there, and then I have, you know, folders with the names of the designers in alphabetical order, and I just have the patterns in the folders. And then I have some smaller patterns just in a basket, and I'll show those on another video. My back's hurting too much to grab that file box. So yeah, so I think that's it. I'm just going to rest. I got all my laundry done yesterday, thankfully, and so there's not much I need to do today. I'm just gonna rest my back and stitch, maybe watch some FlossTube. I gotta catch up on a few, and I think that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great week, and maybe I'll see you next week or in a couple weeks. Talk to you later.